this at the end. I still don't know the words from last time, but I'm back and I brought your boy, my boy, Johari. So, bombastic side eye. Anyway, and so we back again for episode. What episode is this? Episode. Ooh, geez Louises. Sorry. Honestly, today I wanted to talk about Nigresence, which y'all don't know that word, so it's okay. I came prepared with Google, and I was watching the show, right? But anyway, the word Nigresence, it's a word with a Latin origin. It describes a process of becoming black or developing a racial identity. I was watching Unprisoned, which is a new show on Hulu. Has Kerry Washington, someone. There's an old guy, and Kerry Washington has a son. Her son is mixed, very light skinned, and he was raised up north. So yeah, he was raised up north, and his grandfather was like, we need to go to Alabama because I need to get my birth certificate. And it was like, okay. And the grandson being raised up north, away from like black culture, he ain't know anything. So the grandfather was asking him a lot of questions that young black people in general should know, and how to answer them. So he was like, well, that's a problem. You're black, you've been uprooted from your history, we need to fix that. So we're gonna take this vacation, we're gonna take this little trip down to Alabama where I can get my birth certificate and we can get you some Nigresence. It's a funny word to say. And that really, the word stuck with me because I like the word, because here it says Nigresence extends through history and impacts those victimized by racism and white supremacy. Recent psychological adaptations instigated identity formation for persons of African American descent. So the mic almost died, and it got me thinking. How did it get me thinking? It got me thinking on just because just myself at least, being raised in a black household and then actually having someone sit down with me and actually teach me what being black is and what black people have been through was a totally different thing. So that's my thing. Which that gets us into our topic for the day, Nigresence. I wish I had a list of questions on this, but what's up? How's it going? How you been? Living. Gotcha. So, first things first, right? Let me get close to the mic. First things first. Of course, you being you being raised in a black household, you were obviously told that, you were black, right?
Yeah.
Obviously. Common sense, right? But how did you actually, your self-discovery of being black, how did that come across for you?
I don't know. I ain't never thought about that.
Cool. Good. Well, you finna go through it now on the podcast.
I don't know. I ain't never thought.
You better think about it. We got time. We just started. So.
This is how I figure out I'm being black.
It's so awkward.
You said how I figure out.
Yeah.
I knew I was black.
basically, like, how did your self discovery of your black identity, how did that come across? It wasn't really a thing. It was just like,
born
yeah, you born with it. It's a superficial thing.
You know what I'm saying? It's not like I was like nobody told me I was black or I didn't know I was a whole different color from everybody else. It's not like I was raised around. Let's say if I was raised around a whole bunch of white people, or a whole bunch of Hispanic people from a whole different culture. Say if I was raised in Mexico, I came up and all of us seeing Mexican people, and I probably would have been speaking Spanish and things like that. And then say if I took a trip to Africa, and my eyes open, I'm seeing a whole bunch of people my color.
None of these people look like the people that back home,
right? From Mexico. I'm in Africa, and all these people look like me. It's something like if you take child or say somewhere that grew up in like Beverly Hills,
right?
You take them to the hood or whatever, the parts of California that ain't Beverly Hills,
Compton.
It's gonna be a whole nother sight for them just because they were never open to it, but I was open to it.
Right.
I don't really have to.
Because it's a superficial thing. You can see with your eyes that you're black. There's black people around, but then going to like putting yourself inside a black community where there's people have different experiences than you, and it's like this is what my people had to go through that I'm not going through. It's a whole different ball game. Like in the show in Imprisoned, they were first of all they was out eating. They came up to there was this tent outside and people just serving soul food, and he was eating it. He had like 2 plates. Talking about something. Can I have y'all cornbread? And they just gave him the cornbread. But he was like, Mom, why you never cooked like this before? And she was like, I cook soul food all the time. He was like, but not like this. Not like this.
Another great example for what you're talking about is Carlton from The Fresh Prince.
You know, it's been a hot little minute since I seen The Fresh Prince. I ain't gonna hold you.
I've been watching the remake, like the remake of it, to where it's like real life scenarios, things like that.
Yeah.
Peacock, and basically it's him. He's hanging around all these Beverly Hills kids and don't know nothing about
being black.
Exactly.
And then Will Smith took him to the hood, and he was like, "What the hell is this?"
Took him to the hood. Well, in the show, he made him join. Not made him, but he was saying it's better because the people at Bel Air, the high school, they like the white people, of course. They like. It was at a point in the show where they wasn't messing with Carlton because he was messing with his cousin. It was Will, and him and Will were doing. I don't know how to explain it, but basically Carlton was changing, and they didn't like that. So basically, they kind of turned. So
they, as in the white people, or
not all white people, but he used to hang out with a whole bunch of white people, of course. So I guess his friends changed on him. The lacrosse team. The lacrosse team changed on him. So he went to the was it BHU? It's something. With the kids in there, it's like a black group.
HBCU?
No, that's colleges.
I know.
I mean, like it's like, what do they call them? The groups. They say if you got like a choir group. I don't know. This is different.
Let's say you call it a choir.
Let's just say like a minority group, like a black minority.
You went to like a club or something?
No, like a black minority group. You know how they got in school? They got like the Hispanic.
Like a Black Student Association?
Yes.
Okay.
BSU. Like nah, I don't know what it's called.
BSA?
Nah, that's not what it's called. It's called something.
Okay. BSU, the Black Student Union?
Nah.
No. Okay.
I gotta look it up.
I tried. That's it.
I guess.
Anyway, and but going back to the TV show, he went to go throw trash away, and there was a white dude at the dumpster, and dumpster was like, the dumpster was like, white dude was like, thank you for cleaning up. He said, of course. And then the kid said, of course, you're welcome. And the white dude said, unlike the moon crickets. And he just walked away. And the kid was like, moon crickets? What's a moon cricket? Because obviously he's never been called a racial slur before. So he was telling his mom and his grandfather, and his mom was like, I'm so sorry that you had to go through that. Like, you shouldn't have to go through that. And the grandfather was like, that means Nigresence is working. That means he's learning. He got called a racial slur. Or he didn't get called a racial slur, but he heard his first racial slur that's probably not the N-word. You feel me?
Yeah.
Why did I censor myself? Anyway, but, so yeah. What was my experience though? Yeah. Again, this is one of those things. I'm supposed to have my instant thing here. I'm supposed to have that here. So I'll have the instance coming up while we recording. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. But for me, I've always been that person. Not that person, but like, from my experience, I would say from my experience, it was different because I was raised up in like the backwoods, outskirts type thing. You feel me? You know what I'm talking about, because he was raised there too. And again, being born, knowing that I was black, cool, yada yada yada. Knowing black people did this, black people, we did certain things, we do certain things differently. But I wasn't that type of person that was raised, I guess, ghetto. I guess that's how you want to say it, ghetto. Mm-hmm. So it was definitely a thing of, why you speak like that? Why you talk like that? Da 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 da. And it was really more of like a self-identity thing versus like a racial identity thing, type thing,
Yeah.
But I just look, as far as like actually being like black and the racial identity goes, yeah, I guess it was like what Johari said. It's just something that was always there. It was taught from it was just taught on how we were raised, because obviously it had to be taught to us. So it wasn't really something that we were not accustomed to, or I was not accustomed to. It was just kind of like already.
It was taught through life instead of just dropping at one point.
Basically, yeah, that's exactly what happened. We was able to grow up with this learning and this knowledge versus someone that was raised outside of it and then being, their whole life is changed and has to be rewritten now because,
they figured out they're black.
For a mixed person growing up outside of the South, it's not only, I'm mixed and I'm here. No, you come to the South, you're black. Whatever your skin color, you could look like, I don't know if you can see this wall behind me. That's not even a good example. You could be off white and you're black because it's somewhere in there. Like this light picture, yellow.
Bandages.
The bandages. They can't even see him. You'd be like, hold that for me, please. You'd be like his bandages, and you black. I can't drop this mic. I spent too much money on it. The phone doesn't pick that up.
So what you did?
The phone doesn't pick it up, but the laptop does.
Oh, all you gotta do is mix.
Well, that's what I'm gonna do. It was a fun fact because I was messing with this stuff last night, and
You figured that out.
yeah, I was recording on a laptop and it picked it up, but the phone didn't pick it up. So I was like, "What the? That's stupid." But okay, I guess Oh well. So. Definitely, I do want to get like somebody that wasn't raised in the South, like a black person that wasn't raised in the South.
Dropping on them. How's the hell life put around? You're black.
You're black now. Cause I asked Lauren to see if she was like to see if she had any experiences like that, but she was like, because her mom is white, but her mom is like Canadian white, and she was like, nah, like my mom raised me up black, I guess you could say. And she was like, I identified with being black from the start. If anything, like I'm not white. Like I don't know what being white is, because her dad is Jamaican too. So like, Canadian mama said, hey, that's it. I think that's the only kid she had. I think she had Lauren and Lexi. She had Lexi and Lauren, and then she passed away. Right. But even Lauren was just like, even though I don't even consider myself mixed anymore. Like I'm black, and I just got white there. So I was like, okay, that's cool. That's cool. But then it's just like, do white people have like the form of like Nigresence? Like, do you take a white person from the South and take them up north, and they're like, oh my Lord, oh my God.
That's everybody though. You take somebody if you take somebody
that you just gave me.
If you take somebody where they from and take them to a whole different environment, of course they're gonna be like, what is this?
But like that's culture shock.
Yeah.
That's not like,
so if you take a white side person and take them up north and do culture shock.
But like that's not I guess we would get that confused. Culture shock and like Nigresence is different. Like per the computer, like Nigresence is basically developing a racial identity, versus culture shock is just being, like.
I mean, the way you say it, take somebody from the South and bring up north, it's kind of like, I don't know, the way I'm thinking of taking it way back into the times where people didn't like people.
Mm-mm.
I know that's not what you're trying to say, but like for that to happen in this day and this matter for somebody, I think what you're trying to say is take somebody that grew up around black people, not from the South, but they grew up around black people, and take them somewhere where it's white people. Is that what you're trying to say?
I guess.
Because when you say grow up in the South, you think of like somebody's country. And
No. Like if you take like one of the white people that stay up the street, you took them to Windermere. It's not necessarily culture shock, but it's more so learning of this is what white people go through. This is what white people is.
I don't think
so. This is what my ancestors went through.
I don't think that they would do that because everybody knows about white people. You being black, you know about how white people is and how white people are, and like you see it everywhere. It's promoted on the TV the most, so it's kind of hard not to know who a white person is.
So basically, in other words, you're saying no. White people don't have their own like white essence.
Well, I'm looking at it the way I'm thinking about it now.
Okay.
Because it's pushed out too well for them not to pushed out on TV to where it used to be really pushed out on TV to where you see white families, they always the richest, and black families the poorest, and black families going through troubles, with their sons fighting drug dealers and things like that. And white people, their trouble is drugs.
Okay. You think Tiffany had this experience?
Too.
Yeah. You know, that whole thing when she wanted to be white.
She said that?
Yeah. When Tiffany was younger, she had this whole thing where it's like she wanted to be white. She wanted to be white. Like there was no like black representation at her younger ages.
TV shows
For her.
TV shows. Disney was pushing that narrative hard.
What?
The white character narrative.
TV shows and just stories in general. There was like
that too. But when Dot Mixed Up came out, she was on that heavy.
Oh crap! I didn't even think about that.
Dot Mixed Up came out, she was on that heavy. So I guess that might have been an awakening point.
Maybe having like, oh my god, she's a black doctor. Yes.
Yeah, like
you
oh my god, she looks just like me type of thing.
Black is proud. Being black is beautiful. And now she don't want to trade her skin color for anything, which I wouldn't either. Like if you got to trade your skin color, would you trade it?
No. No.
Thank you.
I'm fine with my color.
That's not what I asked.
I'm fine with my color.
That's not what I asked.
That means no, I wouldn't change it because
Okay.
I'm fine with my color.
Okay. You know what? No one asked for this sass. I should have this all last night. Like, I'll have to get her input. Because we made a video too, but she was going through boy stuff, so like, it didn't really.
Conversation.
Not even, there was no conversation to be had.
Okay.
It just text us and I was just like, Don Julio. I'm legal. I'm 21.
I wouldn't be something wrong.
I'm 22. Ooh. Whoa. That's crazy. Hey. In like 5 more seconds, we're gonna have 3. And boom. Okay. It's gone. That was the moment I came in the moment that it's free. What you looking at? Martin Luther King? Because he's staring heavy at you. I have a dream. They said that he got shot on the when he was doing his speech. Like I know he was assassinated, but like during his speech. Maybe he was just being like it was an exaggeration how because I also seen it on or heard it on prison. It was like Martin Luther King. He was
he was shot before, like before he was I think assassinated. He was shot before.
Maybe. But he was like,
I believe.
The grandpa was like, I was a kid. He was giving that speech. And like looking up at him, his words have power. And the next thing you know, you see blood running down his face. I knew he was assassinated, but I didn't know it was like,
They don't teach you everything.
They don't teach you that, exactly. Even the grandson was like, you were alive when Martin Luther King was alive? These pictures are black and white, that's old. And the grandpa was like, that's how they get you. They put the pictures in black and white to make you think. Like, none of it.
They got me in colors.
Was as, like Albert Einstein. He was alive when it was one basketball player. I want to say Kobe. No, it wasn't Kobe. Maybe Michael Jordan. Or Shaquille O'Neal. Albert Einstein. Yes. There's like pictures and stuff with like him like with famous basketball players that's living right now. Are you looking it up? Look it up. I'll play some Jeopardy music. He was either with a basketball player or Muhammad Ali, but he was with somebody.
It might have been Muhammad Ali because John Wall. No, It might be more. Let me see.
Either way, the point is, Albert Einstein died in 1952.
Which part?
He died in 1955. That's approximately 10 years before our grandmothers was born. Because I think Cook was born in 62. Yeah. So yeah. Albert Einstein isn't that old, guys. Like, he was not in like the 18th century.
I mean, it seemed like he was there when
Thomas Jefferson type thing. No, Albert Einstein. He was chronologically right back in the backyard. He was like right next door.
around the
corner type. So don't let history fool you. Just because all this stuff is in black and white does not mean it's old. It just means that they didn't have color. Remember when the color come around? This became a little history channel. Hold up. Color.
color photo.
Same difference. When did color come around? Color. We'll say color TV.
28.
Okay. Now, when did color pictures?
It had to be before, or did that same time? 1990. 18 then.
Crazy. All right, listen, y'all. Listen, y'all. Listen. You listening? It said the first processes for color photography appeared in the 1890s, based on a theory demonstrated in the 1860s by you don't need all that. Based on the 1860s by James Clerk Maxwell, they reproduced color by mixing red, green, and blue light. RGB. These processes are known as additive color processes. A bunch of information you don't need, but the point is that color photos, made an appearance, came around in 1890. Albert Einstein died in 1955. 1955. When did Martin Luther King die?
When did Martin Luther goddamn? Oh, it did.
Martin Luther King Jr. died April 4th, 1968 at age 39 in Memphis.
Damn, that nigga was young.
He was still in the rock.
Huh?
He most definitely was still in the rock.
He was old.
Yeah, but it's still in the rock.
Yeah. He said, what she said? She said
28.
She said 19 what?
68.
1968? He died in 1968? Grandma!
Martin Luther King Jr.
Yeah,
died April 4th, 1968 at age
Grandma, when were you born?
I'm 26 years old. So back up 26 to how many years that give you?
No, man.
I'm 62 years old.
No, I know how old you is, but like
1960.
1960.
Yeah, that's not.
oh, because you haven't turned 63 yet.
Not yet.
Okay.
You were 8.
1960. So yeah,
Martin
you were
Luther
8
King
when
died.
Martin Luther King died.
Yeah, I was a little girl. Yeah.
How old you think you think he'd still be alive if they didn't kill him?
You were 8. He was 39.
Possibly. He could be. That's his original picture right there. The original writing.
Mm.
And I would like to find somebody that can appraise it, tell me how much it's valued at now.
You just want to sell it to get some money.
No, I would like to know what it's valued at. That's the original.
Like a professional.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that means he was like what? He would have been in his hundreds?
Yeah, he's been close to 100 now.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
I'm coming, bro.
Y'all see this? We young folk didn't even know that. 1968. Again, that's right around the corner. Right Color photos was in 19. It came around in 1890. So you mean to tell me that we had color photos for almost a century, almost a century, but they decided to put all of our. She said that's the original picture. That's in color.
They changed it to black and white, or they just didn't waste it.
Everything they put in the notebooks and stuff like that, y'all.
Like,
Like,
just ain't waste the colored film on that people.
no, this is literally what they did. Or I guess people of importance, because Albert Einstein is not, black, but like.
He's not in really, well, on the internet, he's not in no color.
Exactly.
So, maybe they didn't really care about him as much. Maybe
That's
color was for high-end people.
probably, honestly, probably. Additive color. See, did pictures have color in 1920?
Things and photos.
First commercially available color. So that's probably what it is. Like, they probably didn't have color for the public. Even then, if this came about in 1920, he died in 1968. Einstein, 1955. Nigresence. Look at us. We're learning. This just became a history talk. Like, that's honestly kind of mind blowing to me. Like, I knew it was around the corner, but I didn't realize how bad, like, they really tried to suppress history like that. You know? It's your turn. I need a moment. I need a cigarette. Want one?
I don't know what to say.
I'm gonna take a short intermission.
Podcast. I'm wondering on starting a business, maybe a little clothing brand. Thinking about it.
Clothing brand.
Yeah.
Oh, we're gonna take a pause from this clothing brand because I got an idea. I don't think you've seen it. You seen the show American Gods?
No.
Okay, cool. Anyway, so I just had this thought last night, and I kind of want to make some sort of project production thing where it deals with like gods and like them trying to like reassimilate themselves into like modern day beliefs, basically. Right. But my thing is, should I keep it with like just black deities, so like Haitian gods, Egyptian gods, Yoruban gods, African gods, or should I make it like kind of like a global thing, dealing like pulling from like each like one like representative from like each mythology? What do you think?
I feel like it should be. So what are you saying? Say it's saying like Zeus reborn. He has to live amongst the world as a human. Even though he still has powers, he has to.
Yeah, it's not like he's reborn. Is that like basically what the kind of plot thing is that obviously his worshippers and his followers stopped worshiping him. So because they stopped worshiping him, he went from an all divine power to more of like a mere mortal,
A normal
citizen. Obviously, he's still retaining all the knowledge that he knows of like eons, all that stuff. But now he's just like, no one believes in me, no one worships me anymore. So now I just have to live life here. I can barely, get electricity out my fingers. And then we'll just say Zeus. It's not gonna be Zeus because I don't want to use Zeus. I honestly don't want to use like Greek or Roman gods anyway. But anyway,
especially when somebody has superpower.
Yeah, basically. And so it's basically like them living in society, and one of them just like, you know what, we were gods. Let's let's, you know, how do we set our foot back into like into this presence
I can give you a little.
without, you know, trying to overturn everything. You feel me?
I can give you thing. So you can do it as the gods. You can do it as gods, or like they're reincarnated into like a human form, maybe. Or you can just keep their form, whatever it is, but make them look like a person, regular person, like me or you. But they have the memory of them being a god. So like
not
them
what I
being
just said.
Zeus, I guess. They like they wake up when they're born and like they walk into a coffee shop, and he's like, "Can I get coffee?" He's like, "Pay me." He says, "I am Zeus. I don't have to pay you nothing."
God.
Nothing.
Well, okay,
No, goes. Nothing happens.
Oh,
Make it like a psychopath.
that'd be
And
funny.
then, yeah, and then like on their way to being not all the way on their way to being what they were, you can have them power up. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like basically you're learning your power. You got to get it back. Maybe something happened like lightning strikes them and take that lightning strike for them.
In the process of getting their powers back,
They have to go through trials and tribulations.
not really trials and tribulations, but they have to get the people to believe in them again.
Yes, but that you put like you can make them like
Kind of like the opposite of Rise of the Guardians.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
You can make them have like a little friend, I guess. A friend who like believes in Zeus and stuff, or maybe it's like a regular friend, and like you're working with them to get that power back. Maybe something like I don't know, but you gotta add something to where they're fighting.
Obviously,
gods fought people, so you can make them fight. I guess demons. I guess humans. I mean demons inside of humans. So he has to
either that
get
or probably
demons
like
out, not kill the humans.
split the gods up. Have like one team of gods, like yearning for like people to believe them, and then another set of gods like, you know what, fuck this. Like we're gonna make them believe us by, you know,
Forcing.
force. Yeah.
Yeah, and then they have war then.
So a nice little kid.
You could do two different whole things. So you can call this the gods and you can call this the evil gods, whatever you want to call it.
Right.
Two different like whole different sections. And you do all this. And you do all this. And you the climax at the end. And you put another tab, which is like the movie or whatever. And that's the finale. And that's the war between all the gods. Or you can just drop it on both of these. You know what I'm talking about, like on Netflix?
No.
Alright, Netflix. This is hard to explain. Netflix, say you have Hunger Games 1, Hunger Games 2, Rise of the Gods, Rise of the Evil Gods. Climax at the end before they fight, drop the movie.
So basically, have it like
Drop the finale.
make a production on like both factions.
Yes.
And then have like it show their progress.
Yes.
And then like when the crossover, make it one big movie.
Yes.
Okay.
And like put in thing, like say if Zeus fought Hades on the hero side, and Hades won. Put the same thing, but in Hades' eyes.
Zeus won.
No. Put Hades won. So everything combines. You know what I'm saying?
It'll be the hero's perspective and then the villain's perspective.
Yeah, but like not like all like they're just the same thing. So basically, you're watching the same thing. Yeah, you're watching the villains.
Because obviously the villains will take a different path from the humans. Yes. So obviously the villain stuff is going to be completely different from the heroes.
Maybe they cross paths. Like now, Stan Lee comes out of nowhere.
You might be honest. You want to know what this remind me of? This remind me of you remember the Ultimate Alliance that Mark Wahl had? Yeah. And you either pick, you know, Captain America team or Iron Man team, and then it'll basically change how you play the game based on who team you pick. Yeah.
Yeah, just like any game, like you said, God of War has like what 5 endings. I didn't know.
Yeah. I didn't know that either until Joseph asked me yesterday. He was like, "Did you play?" I said, "No." His PlayStation is still sitting in that room.
I think I'm gonna upgrade because for my PS5, I gotta upgrade to. I gotta pay $10 upgrade to PS5 for it so I can play it on PS5. I'm gonna figure out the other end. I might
What do you mean
watch
you
it.
gotta upgrade to the PS5?
So I bought the game on PS4.
Oh, so you have to pay more money just to get it for the PS5, basically.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
but it's not all games like that. It is good that it's I think PlayStation exclusive.
Yeah, God of War is PlayStation exclusive. Because Microsoft Xbox ain't got no games but Halo.
Hey,
It's okay. When I become a big dog, I'm making some Xbox games.
Come on, y'all, come on.
You feel me?
Come on, he doing
Yeah.
his film.
Yeah.
maybe that little make that into a game.
What?
The God.
Oh, that'd be cool.
You
That'd be
upgrade
cool.
your powers.
Upgrade your power and you can like
Story mode, like origins.
pick your team.
Assassin's
gods.
Creed kind of.
Yeah.
Or not pick your teams. You find the gods along the way. If you miss out, you miss out. But maybe if you miss out, they're on the other team.
Yeah. Like help us.
The other team already has a lineup.
Yeah.
If you miss out on these people, and
It gets added to them.
Yeah.
Or if you help them, it gets added to your team. I like that.
Maybe some of the gods are in human form, so that maybe it's like a regular human that needs help, and it turns out they're God. Or maybe it's like your soul needs help, and then boom.
It's like, oh, you help me. Let me reveal I'm a god, and I want to join your team.
Yeah.
Basically.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like the soul.
Okay, but would it be like not the game, but would the production be like a series? Would it be like
Yeah.
it would be a series, two separate series leading up to one final movie?
Yeah.
Okay, that I can do.
Maybe like an end game, not like one game. Maybe not.
I can write the first 2 episodes. After that, I need to hire people because I can't do this.
That's wrong.
I can't write. I just started writing my man cub script, which is basically the Jungle Book. I just started writing that. I'm only on page like 9.
It's either that, or it's either you come up with the script and stuff, or maybe you can. I don't know what's the thing for like patent or whatever to make sure it's yours. You can do something like that, and maybe bring the idea to a major production person that you like.
Yeah.
And you like the way they record and all.
Yeah.
And you still get paid like per episode or per season. And
basically, I just like I know what you're talking about. I have to get it copyrighted.
Yeah.
And then I could either sell the rights or be like, you can do this, but I gotta get money, obviously.
Yeah.
But did you know that? Obviously, it's probably common sense. But did you know that you have to get like a lawyer to like legally, I guess like be present when you meet like big executives?
It's a must.
Like it's definitely recommended, highly recommended that they be there.
So you don't cheat you out of everything on your paperwork.
And not even cheat you, just so that they can say yes, Johari Flowers met with Paramount Plus about this production.
In this production only.
And so it's basically it covers your behind, and Paramount can't take your idea and flip it and make something of their own.
Rise of hatred.
Call it their own. Basically.
You just switch the name. Keep the
Basically, like you say, oh, I want Zeus and Hades. They're like, you know what? We could do Osiris and Set from Egyptian mythology. Everything is literally the same. They just change the main characters, and then they make money off of it, and you don't get jack off of it, because you don't have that contract saying that you met with them about this project and this is your project type thing. Yeah. There was another thing. I seen something else. Oh, I can't remember what it was. Oh, the reason why this came was because I was on TikTok. And there was a scene, again from American Gods, and it was about Orlando Jones and how he got fired from the show for basically speaking the truth about black people. And the scene is on the slave ship. There's a bunch of black people or African people enslaved. And he comes down, and Anansi is like the trickster god from Haitian mythology. And so he comes down, and he's like, y'all on this boat, y'all don't even know how to swim, y'all need to know how to swim because there's going to be a lot of stereotypes in the future about that. And he was basically telling them what the slaves or what the enslaved people are finna go to America and what's gonna happen to them in America. And so apparently they fired him off the show because people didn't like that.
They fired him for him following their script.
Basically, that's literally what happened. But again, I don't know because I just seen this on TikTok like yesterday, and you know the show's been out for like 2-3 years now.
So was he like a time traveler or something?
No, he was a god.
Oh.
But you know, gods, you know, omnipotent, you know, I can see the future, precognitive. So he was saying like y'all finna go to America and not not even see the future, but like because he's a Haitian god, he was originated in Haiti. And then he was just like, you know, teleporting me like, oh yeah, y'all finna go to like this, y'all finna go to America, and then they finna beat you up and make you go to church every Sunday and whip you, and they gonna dance, and they gonna you, and you know, just stuff like that. Yeah. So there's so much. But we're coming up on the hour. Actually, got more shit to talk about because that was last time.
Not really.
He wasn't even listening to what I was saying.
You see, unless I got anything to talk about because it was a fast hour.
See, niggas like this. Anyway. But yeah, guys, Nigresence. Definitely, especially for not even just black people, just like people in general. You obviously know your history, and that's fine. But people that don't know their history, definitely just like look into it. Because I had a student the other day ask me what Jim Crow. No, not Jim Crow. No, Tiggy asked me what Jim Crow laws were. Obviously. And one of my students asked me what a sundown town was. You know Popka's a sundown town? Was a sundown town. Was a sundown town. Was a sundown town.
Yes, that's why they got the railroad.
Yeah, set it right in that article.
South
From north of Buffalo.
north.
Yep.
And that's why, and it still is separated because north has all these high-end houses, and the south has a lot of these little
where the black people live.
shacks.
Yep.
And yeah, all the white people live on the north, all the black people live on the south.
Yep.
Yep.
But you know, we can go to the north side at any time and not have to worry about getting hanged. Instead of Popka.
Maybe if you go to another state.
Which, speaking of that, I posted this on my story like a while back, but there is a I can't think of the website, so I'll definitely put it in the description. There is a website that has literally all the towns, all sundown towns listed in like every state, whether it's an active sundown town or was a sundown town or is a suspected sundown town. All of them are like just listed. Yeah, that's what we do. That's not bad.
Do you know they're trying to tear down Eatonville in the roof and change the whole name? And Eatonville was the first ever, I guess, black little area in Orlando.
Yeah, I did not know that.
They're trying to do the same. They're trying to do what they did to Ocoee to Eaton.
And that's funny. I was just telling mommy, and I was talking to Liana about that yesterday. I was like, Eatonville needs some more representation, because for it to be a historically like black town, it's being treated like a black town. It has no representation. Everybody's living in rundown shacks.
They're trying to tear it down and turn it into high-end condos not for the people that already live there.
Which that's not Eatonville. It's gentrification. That's what that's called. Speaking of gentrification, Martin Meadows. You know what that like preparatory school is? Go top. Back road to King Road. Yes. I was just driving through there. All the trees are cut down.
Yeah.
And they're building
houses.
They're building stuff. Like they're building more stuff.
Oh, you talking about in the back where the apartments is?
Yeah. I didn't know that. I was obviously on the highway going to Auntie Donna's house, and I was like, where did these trees go? I was literally gone for like 2 days, and these trees are not here anymore. Like I was saying, definitely do a little more deep dive into your history. Obviously, you just seen that we just sat here and we just learned some stuff that we didn't even know. Like,
Uncovered the truth.
right? We just uncovered some stuff. Like, what?
It might be the name. Uncovered the truth.
And I'm 22 and he's 17. Like, we've been alive for this long, and we just we just learned some stuff. And this is stuff that like they don't teach you in high school, and not even high school. They don't teach you in school. And then the teachers that do decide to teach you this to go out the curriculum for like 2 seconds, they get fired because it's quote unquote work, or it makes somebody uncomfortable. Like if you're uncomfortable because your people, like your ancestors, did terrible things to other races, you should be uncomfortable. Like, but you should be able to take in this information because your ancestors, sisters did it. Like, you think we like sitting here talking, hearing that our ancestors got hanged and they got lynched and they got, barred and all that fun. Like, no, we don't like hearing this, but it's the sad truth. And honestly, it's because we know this information why we do certain things as black people. You feel me? Anything you like to say? Any final words?
No.
Anyway, y'all. Obviously.
What?
You was trying to say something.
No, it wasn't.
Yes, you was.
No, I ain't gonna tell me all that.
My bad. You ain't got no artist? Okay.
Nah, man, I could probably look up, maybe.
It's okay. I already got one. So, signing out today, I would like to...
Wait. Who's the artist? The team can look up.
Ooh, they're making a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle game.
Game?
Yeah. But, like, it's gonna be, like, God of War. Like, graphics. Like, it's gonna be, like...
Good graphic.
Adult. It's gonna be an adult game. And it's gonna follow, like, it's gonna be one of the futuristic games where, like, all the turtles are dead except for one. And so you're playing, like, playing as that turtle. And, like, the, And, like, you get to see spirits from, like, all your brothers that passed away, and you get to use their weapons, and you get to fight crime. But, like, it's gonna be gruesome. Oh, this is gonna be an editing nightmare. But, thank you guys for tuning in to the Micah Show. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys learned some things, some new facts. I hope you guys can, like, show this to your friends. And, like, look, this is what this weird 22-year-old and this kid over here, this is what they taught me. Something new, right? So you learn something new every day. But, obviously, same old. I like to sign out. Bringing back, you heard her before. She has the voice of an angel. She's like the new Erykah Badu, the new Lauryn Hill. Please welcome Zia. I'm Micah Gregory. Johari. We are out.
Gravity ain't got to hold on me. I'm like, ooh, can't the 3